Good evening, everybody. Welcome to our 2017 Topps Museum Collection Random Player One Box Break. Hope everybody's having a good evening. We'll get started here in just a couple of minutes. Looks like it's 2 minutes before 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, so we'll give it a couple minutes to let a few folks get in the room before we start with the randomization. As always, we'll start the break with our buyer randomization and then match that randomized list up against an alphabetical player list from the product and go from there. But thanks for joining us, and we'll get started in just a couple minutes. Hey, if anybody's listening, do me a favor if you don't mind putting in the chat if everything's sounding okay. Just want to make sure y'all can hear me before I start reading off all of these lists. Hi, John. No, we don't have any more open spots left, unfortunately, in this one. Oh, good. Glad you can hear me all right. Now, we closed this one up just a few minutes ago, just because we're going to get started, and I always shut things down. Had an incident. Oh gosh, it was an Elite Extra Edition break, and I'd accidentally left the break open. We hadn't sold it out, but it had been on for a long time, and I wanted to go ahead and do it, and had somebody accidentally buy some spots in the middle of the break itself and had to send them a refund. So I've got to where now I shut them down about 10 minutes before we go on, just so there's no confusion. And I don't want anybody paying for spots thinking they're getting them for that night's break and not. It just makes for kind of a bad situation. People kind of frown upon that. Hey, Speedy, how are you doing this evening? All right. Well, it looks like it's 7, so we will go ahead and get started. Let me go into the randomizer here. There we go. So just like with all of our breaks, we list everybody in the order that they purchased their spots. So the first purchaser of spots in this break is Mike Dot Smith. The last purchaser is S00BALU. So we will go ahead. We're going to randomize this list 5 times and then match it up against an alphabetical player list from the product. So that's once, twice, 3 times, 4, and lucky number 5. So we've got Renee 536 at the top, and who we got at the bottom? And we've got Nico Beard at the bottom. All right, so we've got that matched up. I'm just going to cut and paste this to the other side of our sheet so I can sort it by buyer name. It'll make it a little easier going through. Won't take quite as long. All right. We'll go ahead and make the screen or the font a little bigger and bolder. All right, so let's get started. So 1334 Sheridan has Al Kaline, Aroldis Chapman, and Jan Makata. ATL Bravo 12 has Andrew McCutcheon, Carson Fulmer, Chris Archer, Josh Harrison, and Julio Urias, and Noah Syndergaard. Between 6 and 8 has Brandon Belt, Chris Davis, Jose Quintana, Michael Fulmer, Sonny Gray, and Jonas Cespedes. Card Collectors 1983 has Marco Estrada and Roger Clemens. Chuck has Craig Kimbrell, Dylan Bundy, Urias Familia, Kenta Maeda, Colton Wong, Masahiro Tanaka, Matt Wieters, Nelson Cruz, Pedro Martinez, Robinson Cano, Ryan Zimmerman, and Stephen Motts. D-Lo 1970 has Alex Bregman, Matt Adams, Melvin Upton Jr., Nolan Arenado, Rod Carew, and Tom Glavine. ERGRE 3582 has Andres Galarraga, Evan Longoria, and Jock Pederson. Flight Top 22 has Bartolo Colon, Billy Hamilton, Bryce Harper, Carlos Santana, Danny Duffy, Don Mattingly, Edwin Encarnacion, Freddie Freeman, Hank Aaron, Jose De Leon, Ken Griffey Jr., Luke Weaver, Michael Pineda, Mike Trout, and Nick Castellanos. Incel Sports has Adam Jones, Adrian Gonzalez, Brett Gardner, Chris Carpenter, Derek Lee, Ichiro, JD Martinez, Joey Votto, Jose Altuve, Justin Verlander, Marcus Stroman, Matt Harvey, Stephen Piscotty, Tyler Austin, and Tyler Glasnow. Mike Smith has Jackie Bradley Jr., Manny Machado, and Zach Greinke. Moo245 has Francisco Lindor, Koji Uehara, and Will Myers. Nico Beard has Adam Wainwright, Adrian Beltre, Andrew Benintendi, Ben Zobrist, Blake Snell, Brandon Crawford, Byron Buxton, Carlos Rodon, Charlie Blackmon, Craig Biggio, Frank Thomas, Garrett Richards, Gavin I never can pronounce that, hopefully y'all can see it on the screen. Garrett Cole, Giancarlo Stanton, Greg Bird, Gregor Polanco, Henry Owens, Hisasachi Iwakama, or Kuma, I should say, Hoon Jinru, Jamison Talion, Jeff Samardzija, Joe Panic, Jose Abreu, Julio Teheran, Maikel Franco, Mark Teixeira, Max Scherzer, Mike Piazza, Nolan Ryan, Nomar Garciaparra, Ozzie Smith, Paul Goldschmidt, Roberto Alomar, Rogan Odor, Ryan Sandberg, Sandy Koufax, Seiya Suzuki, Ted Williams, Trace Thompson, Trevor Story, Troy Tulowitzki, Wade Boggs, Yu Darvish, and Zach Wheeler. RDF 1951 has David Price, George Springer, and Kendrys Morales. Renee 536 has AJ Pollock, AJ Reed, Alex Reyes, Andre Dawson, Brandon Phillips, Buster Posey, Carl Yastrzemski, Carlos Correa, Chris Sale, Christian Yelich, Clayton Kershaw, Corey Dickerson, Kurt Schilling, David Ortiz, Fernando Valenzuela, Fred McGriff, Gio Gonzalez, Hanley Ramirez, Jake Arrieta, Jason Kipnis, Johnny Cueto, Jose Bautista, Juan Gonzalez, Kenley Jansen, Kyle Seager, Paul Konerko, Robin Yount, Todd Frazier, Wilson Contreras, and Yasiel Puig. Rifle 73 has A.J. Ramos, Curtis Granderson, Eric Fulmer, Jake Thompson, Jason Varitek, Chris Bryant, Lucas Giolito, Roy Oswalt, and Shin-Soo Choo. Rough Rider 2012-2012 has Aaron Judge, Adam Duvall, Albert Pujols, Alex Gordon, Anthony Rendon, Billy Wagner, Bo Jackson, Bobby Abreu, Brandon Finnegan, Carlos Martinez, Chipper Jones, Cole Hamels, Dallas Keuchel, Daniel Murphy, Dansby Swanson, David Dahl, Dylan Bettentons, Didi Gregorius, DJ Lemieux, Dustin Pedroia, Frank Robinson, Gary Sanchez, Greg Maddux, Ivan Rodriguez, Jeff Bagwell, Joe Mauer, Johnny Bench, John Gray, John Lester, Josh Donaldson, Jerickson Profar, Kelvin Herrera, Kevin Kiermaier, Luis Severino, Nomar Mazara, Prince Fielder, Roberto Osuna, Ryan Howard, Stephen Wright, Trey Turner, Wilmer Flores, Xander Bogaerts, Yadier Molina, Uleski Gurriel, and Zach Cozart. S00BALU has Cal Ripken Jr., Dexter Fowler, Jose Canseco, and Steven Strasburg. Speedy Collectibles has Aaron Sanchez, Addison Russell, Barry Larkin, Cliff Lee, Corey Seager, Devin Travis, Evan Gaddis, Gary Sheffield, Jacoby Ellsbury, Jim Rice, John Smoltz, Jonathan Shoup, Jordan Zimmerman, Jung Ho Kang, Justin Turner, Justin Upton, Kevin Gaussman, Mark McGuire, Matt Cain, Raciel Iglesias, Ricky Henderson, Ryan Braun, Tim Lincecum, and Isami Tomas. STLIN 81 has Jake Odorizzi, Michael Saunders, and Sean Doolittle. Super Contador, hope I'm pronouncing that right, Andy Pettit, Carlos Gonzalez, D. Gordon, Felix Hernandez, Hunter Renfroe, Jason Hayward, Javier Baez, Jason Worth, Miguel Cabrera, Randy Johnson, Raleigh Fingers, Salvador Perez, Starling Marte, Stephen Vogt, and Vladimir Guerrero. Thomas A. Wad League Zero has Alcides Escobar, Mark Mulder, and Omar Vizquel. TSK 1712 1225 has Jason Hamill, Matt Carpenter, and Michael Waka. TWise 27 has Alex Rodriguez, Brandon Moss, Brandon Nemo, Ian Kinsler, Kyle Schwarber, Lonnie Chisenhall, Lorenzo Kane, Marcel Azuna, Miguel Sano, Mookie Betts, Reggie Jackson, Rick Porcello, Ryan Healy, Sergio Romo, and Victor Martinez. And W. Smith 2424 has Aaron Nola, Aldimis Diaz, Anthony Rizzo, Corey Kluber, David Wright, Jacob deGrom, Michael Conforto, Trevor Bauer, and Zach Britton. All right, now that we've went through the list, give me just a second to move my chair over, and we'll open the box. All right, here's our box. This will take a few minutes because we have multiple boxes within one box. So we'll cut it along the seal here at the bottom. Seems to be the most efficient way. I'll set the box cutter over there. So there we see our 4 individual boxes. Each one has 5 cards. There will be a relic or autograph in each one. I'll set our main box over here to the side. Just put it down there in the trash. Okay, so I'll set these all here. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and cut these off so I can do away with the box cutter. Okay, here's our first box. And again, each box has one pack that has 5 cards and will either have an autograph or relic in it. It's got a big card in it. Put that there. All right. Let me move these up a little bit. There we go. So our first card is Nolan Ryan. I believe that's the gold parallel. Not serial numbered. I actually remembered to have my sleeves prepared before I started the break tonight. Things are improving. Set that there. Our next card is Koufax base. Great picture too. Fantastic. Our next card is Honus Wagner. Our next card is a really bad artistic impression of Ken Griffey Jr. Canvas collection. It is a reproduction, by the way, as you can see there on the back. Goodness gracious. Not the best drawing I've ever seen of Ken Griffey Jr. I'll leave it at that. And our hit in the box is, whoa, yowza, Yadier Molina 4-swatch WBC jersey card. So that is our quad memorabilia piece out of the box. And that is serial numbered, whoa, let me see if I can get this to show up a little better. There we go. It's serial numbered 7 out of 10. Great hit for the Molina spot. And that, of course, is the patches from the Puerto Rico jersey. Wow, nice card. And that patch is just barely 3-color. You can pick up a little gray there in the corners of it, outside of the red and blue. Great hit for the Molina spot. All right, there's our empty box. And on to mini box number 2. And our first card out of mini box 2 is a gold Paul Goldschmidt, recently traded to the Cardinals. I'm sure he will make an excellent addition to the team. Card number 2, Matt Carpenter of the aforementioned Cardinals. Coincidence? I think not. Obviously some foreshadowing in this pack, even though it was packed out a 1.5 years ago. Card number 3, Jose Bautista. And then our final base card is Don Mattingly. And our last card and hit out of this pack, Will Myers, Meaningful Material, 2-color patch. And that is serial numbered 7 of 50. Nice little hit there for the Will Myers spot. All right, on to our third mini box. So we have our quad memorabilia card that we pulled and our patch. So now we are left to wait for our autograph card and then the regular relic card. I believe that's how the box stipulation goes on this. And our first card in the pack, Babe Ruth Gold. Card number 2, Corey Seager. Card number 3, Joey Votto, incredibly underrated. Card number 4, Roger Clemens as a Red Sox. And our last card in the box is Starling Marte, a 2-patch swatch autograph card. 2 really nice 3-color patch, or a 1 2-color patch and 1 3-color patch. Nice little autograph cards, signature swatches. And that is serial numbered. Let's see if I can get the lighting right. It's down there in the bottom right, 9 of 25. So great hit for the Marte spot. And now we are down to our last mini box. We've got a nice parallel on this one. First up, Clayton Kershaw. I guess that is a red parallel, and that is serial numbered 49 of 50. Nice card for the Kershaw spot. Next up is Jake Arrieta, Cubs. Next up, Jacob deGrom for the Mets. Next card, Juan Moncada, White Sox. And the last card in the box is, Stephen Wright, Boston Red Sox. Nice big bold on-card signature. And it's serial number 2 of 50. So nice hit for the right spot there. How about that? A little different. I was expecting a single relic, and we got an on-card signature. I have to say I'm pleasantly surprised about that. All right. So let's go back through and see who got which cards. We'll go back to our list here. And we will see. So our Stephen Wright goes to Rough Rider 2012-2012. Our Juan Moncada base goes to 1334 Sheridan. Our Jacob deGrom base goes to W. Smith 24-24. Our Jake Arrieta base goes to Renee 536. Our Clayton Kershaw parallel out of 50 goes to Renee 536 as well. Pardon me. Let's see. Our Starling Marte dual patch autograph card goes to Super Contador. Congrats. Our Roger Clemens base goes to Card Collectors 1983. Our Joey Votto base goes to Incel Sports. Our Corey Seager base goes to Speedy Collectibles. Shout out to Speedy. Know you're watching. Our Babe Ruth Gold Parallel. He's not in the checklist because he doesn't have any hits. So we're going to random him at the end once we go through the rest of these. I didn't want to sell players. I didn't want to sell spots for players that did not have either a relic card or an autograph card. So there will be some cards in the base set that are not on our list, and I'll random them off, and someone who bought spots will end up with that card. So that's why we're going to have a couple cards that are not going to be in our list. Seems a little shady selling spots for cards with just base in a product like this. So our Will Myers 2-color patch out of 50 goes to Moo245. Awesome. Our Don Mattingly base goes to Flat Top 22. Our Jose Batista base goes to Renee 536. He's just cleaning up in this. Our Matt Carpenter base goes to TSK 1712 1225. Our Paul Goldschmidt gold card goes to Nico Beard. And then our Yadier Molina quad swatch patch WBC card goes to Rough Rider 2012-2012. Congrats. And then our questionable at best Ken Griffey Jr. sketch reproduction card goes to Flat Top 22. Congrats. Our Honus Wagner base is going to be random because he just had a base card. Our Sandy Koufax base goes to Nico Beard. And then our gold Nolan Ryan goes to Nico Beard as well. So we've got a Honus Wagner base card and a Babe Ruth gold parallel. So we're going to redo our random. I'll put the list in the same order as the original random. I'm going to hit the randomizer 3 times. The top listed person will get the Babe Ruth gold card. The second listed person from the top will get the Honus Wagner base card. All right. Okay, so we've got our list. Mike Smith at the top. S00BALU at the bottom. We're going to hit it 3 times, and the first 2 get the Wagner and the Ruth, but not in that order. It's the Ruth and then the Wagner. And lucky number 3. All right. So Rough Rider 2012 gets the Babe Ruth gold. And then T-Wise 27 gets the Honus Wagner base. All right. Let's do a quick little recap of the hits. While they're all still, let me refresh my screen. I hate it when the cam does that. First hit, Yadier Molina. Quad swatch with the single patch there on the left. Serial numbered 7 of 10. Schmidt gold. And then we have Will Myers, Meaningful Material, 2-color patch, and that's serial numbered 7 of 50. Base. And then our Starling Marte dual patch signature, and that's serial number 9 of 25. And we have our Clayton Kershaw parallel serial number to 50. And then last but not least, a little bit of a surprise in our last mini box, an archival autograph of Stephen Wright. Nice on-card signature there, and it's serial number 250. All right. So that does it for our break this evening. Thanks to everyone that bought spots in this break. Thanks for your patience. I know this one has been dragging on for seemingly ever, but I appreciate your patience in allowing me to get it as filled as we could so we could bring it to you this evening. But again, thanks to everybody that bought spots. Thanks for everybody that joined us this evening. And I hope you all have a great rest of your week.